One of the earliest popular scales was O scale, which is 1/4 of an inch to the foot. Bill Hallgren of Eau Claire got his start in model railroading in the 1930s and has been active ever since. Bill started in an era when scratch building, that is, the building of a model from homemade parts, was necessary. Several of the O-gauge locomotives and many cars and buildings on Bill's layout are scratch built. There is a certain quality about homemade things. Bill owns one engine which was built in 1925 and still runs well. Getting scale equipment back in the early days of the hobby was difficult, as Bill relates.
Well, ready-to-run equipment wasn't too much of a problem. It was getting it to scale that was the problem. There were very few ready-to-run scale cars or locomotives available until Lionel came out in the late 30s with their scale line of 1/4 inch scale equipment.
A part of model railroading that is enjoyed by many in the hobby is that of old train collecting. The train collector gathers old Lionel, Ives, American Flyer, and other old tin plate type trains, so called because some were made of thin metal or tin. As with collecting most antiques, many are worth several times their initial cost, and many are rare and command top dollar. Those old enough to remember will recall the time many department stores had this type of train running in their store windows at Christmas time. Jim Gardner of Chippewa Falls is a member of this active segment of the hobby.
Well, when I first got into it, I thought I was probably the only crazy character around that was collecting trains until you start running ads and then you meet other collectors. And then finally, a friend of mine got me in TCA, which is the Train Collectors Association. And then now I belong to LCC of A, which is Lionel Collectors Club of America, and also TTOS, which is Toy Train Operating Society. And probably with all the organization, there's probably over 15,000 collectors.